G'day everyone, welcome back. So we've got a few things we've got to do. I've noticed a couple of the Herefords have lice, so I've got to spray them off, and I'll do that by enticing them with some pellets. You know how much they love their pellets. And the other thing we've got to do is trim up the Army Avenue paddock. That has been grazed over winter. We're in the middle of August at the moment, first couple of weeks of August, and the cows have grazed it all down. What's left is just the old stalks from the seed heads, which needs to be clipped back or topped, so we'll get into that. I'll have to change, put some high-vis gear on because safety first, but let's start by spraying the girls for lice. There's a few chemicals on the market that you can use. I use Cupex. It's I've used it for birds and chickens and everything else. It's fantastic. It's not harmful for anyone, which is good, and it stays on there for a while. So yeah, it kills everything. I'll leave that up there so you can read it, but it kills just about everything. Bed bugs, ticks, flies, spiders, silverfish, sheesh, beetles, even redback spiders, or black widow spiders they call them. So this satchel, which is 25 grams, can do 8 litres. Yeah, but we don't need that much. So what I'll do is just pour a bit in. Get half of it. If only I had a teaspoon, you know? Hang on a minute. Teaspoon. Let's start again. Come on, baby. There you go. Hope this works. As in the pump spray. Feels like it. Yep, perfect. Here they come, sprinting for their pellets. Little bully boy. Hey boy. Dead stop. Give some and give her some over here. Hello girl. She is nuts. Come here. There you go. Hello boy. Charmaine's bully boy. Good boy. It's okay. I've got to try and keep my feet in the one position so he doesn't kick out. Come on. It's a brush. Calm down. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, eh? There we go. Good boy, eh? Is that good? It's got to feel good. I've kept my feet in the same spot. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Oh, is that good, is it? So this is what I'm looking at topping. As you can see, there's no grass there. There's a little tiny bits here, but it's all been cut down, and this is just leftover stems from the seed pods. So the seed head is there, and then it comes up, and once it dies, essentially the plant has done its job. It grows, it goes to seed. Once it seeds, it drops its seeds, and then it dies off. And that's what we've got here. You can see we've got bare patches and then tufts of grass everywhere. So I think there's around 10 acres just here. So I'll do the 10 acres here, and then we've got another 12 acres out the back there, which is a lot thicker. So I'll do 10 acres out there. I'll cut that down, top it, and then I'll leave the other 10 acres. I'd like to see if there's a difference between topping it and not topping it through the summer months. So a lot of literature, internet, Google, has said that it's best to top it, but I'd just like to see for myself. Every farm's different, so I'd like to have a look and see what the results are like in summer. It's just a lot of you got to think of fuel, wear and tear on your machinery, and time and effort. But you know, we want to try and improve the pastures here, and one way of improving it is to top it off. Once all that stem hits the ground, over time that will mulch down and create a barrier or a guard on top of the existing pasture, which will then hold in moisture, which in turn should improve the pasture levels and give us greener grass and a longer period of green lush grass. I think, I don't know, what do I know? That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Rainfall here is pretty scarce at the moment. We're due for 40 mils next week, but we haven't had much in the last 2 months. So it's about trying to improve the soil and keep as much moisture in the soil as we possibly can. So I think that's the way to go. Let's get into it. So just as a comparison, I'll go and stand in the long grass. It's a bit windy anyway. I'm 6'2" on a good day, 6'4" with an afro, but we'll go and stand out there so you can see how high it is. Some of it's about knee high, some of it's up to my hip. As you can see, it's all dead grass and it needs to be cut back. So, and for friends over in Namibia, g'day, and South Africa, hi, and everywhere else, these pastures are predominantly African lovegrass. African lovegrass is maybe 80% of the pastures we have here, and it was introduced into Australia as to be planted along the roadsides to stop or prevent erosion. So that's why it's here in Australia. Funny story, when we were over in Africa, South Africa, I was actually looking for African lovegrass everywhere, and it was like there's hardly any. On some of the safaris we saw a couple of plants, but not like here. This here, all this is a mixture of African lovegrass and couch and clovers and rye and everything, but it's, as I said, it's 80% lovegrass, and it's sustaining the cattle all the way through. So it has a high protein level when it's, you know, under 2 foot, or if you can maintain it at 2 feet high, the protein's around 18 to 19%. So it's really good for the cows. But when it gets away from you like this, it's might as well eat cardboard. So what we have to do is get the super spreader off the back of the International and put the sickle bar mower on. I'm not using the TYM because the PTO shaft is too short for the new one, so we're going to use the A414 International. It's a beast, but it works fine. So there's 3 clips we've got to take off. One here. Ooh, falling apart on me. been sitting there for a few months. One on this side and then one in the here. Screwed up. I'll get the shaft off first. I'd have to give it a love tap. Put the hammer back where I got it. So I'll need that again. Now, get it. Now it's just the middle one here. And it's off. Drag it over here. What I had to do is wait for hydraulic pressure to build up. Now I just got to get it on. Let the fun begin. This thing weighs about 200 kilos, so what I usually use is this thing. Maneuver it around. Show you quickly what we're trying to achieve. Trying to get that link arm there onto that pin, and the same on the other side. So there's the pin, but the link arm is on the outside, so I have to maneuver it to get it around. I'll get this one on first. I'll get that one there on first, if I can. Try not to cut your fingers off. Could have just bought a slasher. The job would be nearly finished by now. That'd be no fun. Ooh, so close. What we're trying to do is get that arm, or that pin in that hole. I'll just give it a love tap. No, it's not going to go. Oh, so close. Maybe a love tap now. Pins in. That's done. That's done. That's done. Now we've just got this side to do now. I'll bring you around so you can have a look at what I'm dealing with. That pin and that hole. Let's have a look. So close. The problem with this one is there's this thing here gets in the way of it, which makes it difficult to get it on. A bit of a love tap anyway. There we go. Whew, Nelly. Get one of these in there. It's the joys of using old stuff. This doesn't want to come out either. It's stuck in there. Give it a love tap as well. Everything seems to have seized up on me, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Arm just will not budge. Now I've used this on this tractor before, so it's got to work. Give it a couple of taps. Completely seized in there. Son of a gun. More love taps. It's got to extend. It has to. Here it comes. Woo. Nelly, she's right inside in there. Boil that up. Grease it up. I'll pull it all the way out. Put you in there for a better look. So the shaft inside this cowling is completely seized up, so I'm pulling and hitting at the same time and it's slowly coming out. Here it comes. Right, there we go. Could do with a bit of oil. Let's go do that. Okay, so I'll smear this on. Yeah, it's all rusted at the ends there. Hasn't been used for a while. For a long while. Try and get you in here. I think you can see, you get the gist of it. So that goes in there. There you go, that's better. And then it gets covered by that. And then the end goes in on the PTO shaft. Oh yeah, okay. God, she's tight. Good golly, Miss Molly. Shish kebabs. Hey-ya. Result. It's in. Well and truly. Whew. Well, that was a workout. What I'll do is I'll drive it out onto the grass. Oh, actually, fuel. We're going to need some fuel. Put some liquid gold in it. It's that expensive at the moment. Every little drop. There's a fair amount of it. Beautiful. Let's see if she'll start. I don't see why it shouldn't. Huh. So this is what they call a sickle bar mower. It's a Massey Ferguson 532 and it has really razor sharp teeth. I'll show you, hang on, I'll put it down. I'll just pop it down. You've got to be careful, don't lose any fingers. Because it is mighty sharp. I put these Oki straps on here just so the blade doesn't fall out when you put it down. So yeah, this is a 6 foot sickle bar mower. I think they were built in like the 40s and 50s. I'll have to put some grease in there. I'm a bit slack. I put it away after I last used it and I didn't clean it up. So, but as you can see, these are the blades here and they run backwards and forwards. So as the grass comes along, it goes through here and gets cut off. Amazing, amazing invention. And I think these are still used today in the big headers and harvesters to cut everything. Same principle, just not as rusty. But this works perfect. I do have to put a new blade on it, a new bar, sorry, because it stops here, so I need to get that sorted. That's another job. Once you engage the PTO, the arm here, the Pitman arm, engages onto the blade and runs backwards and forwards. Amazing piece of technology. Amazing. I have to adjust that, it's on a bit of a lean. So that's what it looks like working on the ground. Pretty cool, and it matches the 1963 A414 International. Now A stands for Australia. It was built in Melbourne. Fitzroy, I think. You let me know. I believe it was Fitzroy, Melbourne in 1963. Straight out of Mad Max. See how thick it is here. We've got the sickle bar mower clogged up. It's out of gear. It's in there tight. Chunk of wire too. Yeah. Pop that around there. And you can see how thick it is here. Nothing's going to grow in there because it just, look at it. It's quite damp down there, but just can't get anything to grow because the love grass is so thick. Morning everyone. It's a bloody cold one this morning. Well, I'm back at it. It's a day after, and I've just come to show you the difference in the before and afters. So this is the paddock that I was standing in the other day, and it was about knee high up to my hip, and I've trimmed all that down completely. So all of this stuff here, because it's thatching up like that, that will that'll mulch down and create a barrier, because you don't want any exposed dirt like this here. You want it all to be covered either by grass or by thatch, just to keep the moisture, hold the moisture in, and then that'll improve growth. Very damp here, truck's slipping and sliding, and boom, it's just clogged up again. Spread the love, so to speak. Still going strong though, the old girl. Purrs like a kitten. Now this is winter weather. Well, the day's over, the rain's coming, I've got my seed down, I've slashed all my paddocks, everything's done. We just got to wait for the rain now, which is what we want. Finish off the day. This little Hereford girl is in labour. I've just been watching her. She's not comfortable, and it's going to rain as well. So I'll keep an eye on her throughout the afternoon and into the evening, and we should have little bubs in the morning. Anyway, take care everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, it's cold.